Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to vlog number 4 of our Ranger split arrow room sweeper build. Now the build has gotten really strong since the last since the release of the Ascendancy, and the Ascendancy class that we chose is the Deadeye. Now let's go over the Ascendancy skill nodes real quick. So we did pass through the damage and attack speed, projectile damage and attack speed node over here, ending with fast and deadly, giving us 10% increase attack speed, 30% increased projectile speed, and 30% increased projectile damage. Then we went up to get another projectile damage and attack speed, finally going to Ricochet. The Ricochet will be really helpful because it gives us that free chain. Although it just chains one times, it's going to be awesome, specifically if you have a really good tight of monsters or tight of pack of monsters. It's going to be really easy to basically just kill everyone. And then of course we've gotten over here to take some more projectile damage and critical strike chance, finally ending with Sharp and Venomous. Now the reason that I took this is to take advantage of the 30% critical strike multiplier against bleeding enemies, and then we get that 40% increased critical strike chance against poison enemies. So what we have there again is a 10% chance to cause bleedings on hit with our attacks, and we get another 10% chance to poison on hit with attacks. And we also took what else? We also took chance to poison here to further increase our chances of poisoning, which we will talk about later. And then we've gotten the dirty techniques over here to further increase that chance of poison against bleeding enemies. Alright then, so you may want to experiment, I guess, with endless munitions if you want to, but then the split projectiles is already firing a lot of projectiles, and an additional one would wouldn't really matter, but yeah, you may want to experiment on it because you will be passing through Far Shot 2, which is again I think it's also pretty good because it has that 30% multiplicative damage to targets, which is has a more suffix over there that says 30% more damage. So yeah, you may wanna play around with Far Shot or Sharp and Venomous, or the endless munition. I'm not really fond of it. I guess I'd rather take the Ricochet instead. Right, so let's get into the skill tree real quick. First, we started to get some evasion and life notes over here, ending with finesse, and then we went up over here to take the primal spirit, just to get that additional intelligence, because I kind of had a little bit of trouble when it comes to meeting the requirements when it comes to gems. So yeah, that's the only reason that I took it. Of course, the Heart of the Oak, ballistic mastery, aspect of the eagle, and then we went down over here to take the aspect of the lynx. This will be a crit based build, so yeah, we took the Heart Seeker over there, survivalist, and then we went over here to take all of the powerful bow damage nodes, ending with heavy draw and deadly draw. And then we went down over here to take some life nodes, ending with herbalism. We went down over here to take some bow critical strike chance and multipliers, ending with lethality. We went down over here to take some evasion and life nodes, and ending with a jeweled socket. Now what you're looking for is either damage, bow damage, global critical strike chances, and multipliers, or any bow related, suffix or affix. But then again, in my case, I was trying to max out my resistances. So again, the jeweled socket is also a good place for you guys to min-max your resistances. Finally, we took the iron reflexes over here because I trust armor more better than evasion. It really depends on your preference, or on how much evasion you have. You may want to go with the acrobatics and face acrobatics route if you want to. That's totally okay. It's totally near the path of the skill tree. And then we went up over here to take the King of the Hill, some more life nodes over here, thick skin, and then again we've gotten some damage over time skill nodes over here, ending with dirty techniques again to further increase the chances of poison against bleeding enemies. And then we went over to the left side over here to take another jeweled socket. Please ignore the mind damage over there. What I was getting at over here is the physical damage with bows, reduction, and then of course we have some resistances. Of course, the Golem's Blood for Life, Fury Bolts over here, Art of the Gladiator, and then finally some more life notes over here. And then we went up over here to take some more projectile damage and another jewel socket. This time we have some 12% global critical strike chance, and then some life, and then resist. I was actually looking to bump up my life. I think it was at 4.1 or 4.2k. You know, that 7%, you know, bumped my life to 3.1. 4.39 k life, so that's going to be okay. As much as possible, I really want to bump this up to around 4.5k, so that, you know, we don't get one shot. Yeah, and we went up over here to take some poison damage, and then of course the chance to poison over there, giving us, you know, 10% again in chance to poison and hit. And then finally fatal toxins to increase the damage with the poison, or while the poison is in effect. Of course, we went up over here to take the blood drinker for some life. Finally, the coordination, life nodes over here again, trickery, critical strikes, and then finally the assassination. Alright then, so after that, let's get into our gear. When it comes to our gear, you know, any bow will do, just as long as it has a high DPS, mainly physical damage bow. You could go with, if you don't have a 300 DPS bow, you know, you can go with Chinsol. There's a lot of unique bows out there that you can do. Or if not, you know, if you can't get to 300, then the safe point would be above 250 DPS. Of course, make sure that you have a good critical strike chance over there. Above 7 will already be okay. And of course, I decided to mastercraft some attack speed over there at 12%. For the gloves, we're going to be using the Malagar's Virtuosity. The belt, any belt will do, just life and then resist. Boots, nothing special, just life and then resist. Rings, life and then resist. And then amulet, you know, again an onyx amulet, just to meet the requirements of gems and then gears. Finally, the Romeras Banquet is not really important. I just really want the fact that I could gain, you know, power charges out of it, but it's not really necessary. You know, you could just either use a life ring gem, or any gem that what I mean is any ring that has some life or resist, so that you could max it out. Yeah, so you could min max your life and then resistances. The Carcass Jack is not, again, really important. It's the only evasion based armor that I have that actually has is a 6 link, but then, you know, you could choose whatever you want, just as long as it's either 5 link or 6 link. Finally, we're going to be using the Rastus for this one. You know, it's a typical what do you call this, crit based helm. Now for what's connected to our split arrow, that's going to be connected to increased critical strike chance, physical projectile attack damage, faster attacks, increased critical damage, and added fire damage. For the rest of the skill gems, we're going to be using the typical combination of CWDT, Molten Shell, Immortal Call, and increased duration. Finally, or for other skill gems, we're going to be using Blood Rage attached to CWDT, Enhance, and then we have Enduring Cry over there. And then for curse, we are going to be using the temporal chains for this curse. Now you may want to use the assassin instead, or the assassin curse instead of the temporal chains, but the only reason that I'm using the temporal chains is that, you know, sometimes monsters are moving too fast and they're going towards you at a really fast way. So yeah, you know, cursing them to move 30% or 33% slower will make you act, you know, in accordance to how slow they move. But again, that's just my personal take. If you want, you know, you could just go with the assassin curse. Finally, attached to curse on hit, and then split arrow, and then we have empower over there. Movement skill gem will be the blink arrow. Finally, we have minion life attached to Ice Golem, and then we have Herald of Ash there for curse, and finally we have hatred. For your quiver, you know, any quiver will do. You know, you could use the drill neck or any unique quiver that you may choose. Now, the reason that I'm using this is because I get a critical strike chance, I get a huge critical strike multiplier, I get a huge amount of life at 90%, some fire resistance, plus, you know, I get a mana leech over there, and the I wanted to, you know, mastercraft a increased attack speed over there. Alright then, so the damage of our split split arrow is at 53k, which is actually pretty okay, with a critical strike chance of 81.96%, with a critical strike multiplier at 505%. Of course, that increases once we get some power charges up, but then when we crit, that's going to go back down. Defensively, our armor is at 4.9k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 33%. All of our resistances are capped. So the map that we are going to be doing is a map tier 10 Necropolis map. It's your typical leveling map with the 23% more magic monsters. Alrighty then, so let's go. Oops, yeah, okay. Alrighty then, here we go. Now again, when it comes to the curse, you guys may want to choose the assassin instead. It really depends on your preference. But for me, I really like the fact that I get to oops, sorry, wrong way. I get to slow the monsters because I'm not really fast when it comes to clicking so many things at the same time. So yeah, I don't really like it. So yeah, oh my god, I really hate this, guys. When you're a projectile based, you really need to get closer to what the fuck is going on? Was that desync? That was impossible. It like took me a couple of times in order to kill them. But either way, so the build is working great, and I'm actually enjoying it. I do wish I could get a much more OP build, OP. What do you call this? OP bow. Although my bow is already okay in my opinion. So yeah, so we have that. What the fuck is going on? Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys cause bleeding, I guess. God, I really hate that thing, that allows them to be immune or protected against projectiles. Because the build is, in fact, projectile based, so yeah. So you just have to be careful over here. So you have to get near them, or up until the duration of their shield goes down. Whoa! Wow, my latency is actually pretty good. Why am I getting D6 here? Yeah, so every now and then, I really feel the need to cast the endurance shout, or what was it? The enduring cry, so that we get the endurance charges. It's an additional defense that we guys could that we could have. Alright then, so killing monsters. I do apologize if I don't talk. Sometimes I really run out of things to talk about. But yeah, so the build is working pretty well, I guess. Oops, scouring. Alright, that's good. I did buy the new stash tabs that GGG released, wherein you could have like what was it? A maximum of 5,000 per item on just one slot, and it did save me a lot of space, in my inventory. So yeah, I suggest that you guys look into it. Although if you already have a lot of stash tabs, then I guess it won't really matter. Oops, the summoner. What's that? Yeah, okay, yes, please. Now for my plans, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to do the no, not ranger, the what was it, the molten strike build, the duelist molten strike build, because yeah, I really need to update that. It's one of the most popular uploads that I have. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that next, and then I think I'm gonna get into the earthquake again. So yeah, so many builds, so little time. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure where the boss is. Probably on the lower left or lower right side, maybe, because we've already looked at the up. Alright, so here's the boss right here. Okay, so just in case that I die, I'm gonna open the hideout over there. This is a map tier 10 map, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So alright, so let's go. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Oops! Fuck. Whoa, where is she? Oh no, she's down over there. Alright then, so her first form is done, and her next dangerous form is already up. So we're gonna try to just stay as far away from her as possible. Come on, die already! Oh my god, where are you? She's up there. Come on, die already! Oh, wait a fucking minute. Oh fuck, I hate it when that happens. Oh, holy shit, hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but sometimes it really happens. And she's dead! Woohoo! Nice! Alright, and then so I get whoa. So let's stay over here and look at the items. We didn't get any uniques. That's alright, I guess. Okay, so that's about it for this episode, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one. Damage. I don't want to get cocky, so I don't really want to face tank it. Okay, here we go. Serious mode. And the monster is dead. So we've got some maps over there. Let's just finish up by killing